Having this weird situation where like I look super wide down here, but I promise I'm not. I'm like this. It's just kind of like the freaking camera is. Anyway. Well, hello everyone and welcome back to SamCastGS. I certainly hope that I don't overload the audio this time, because the last video, I had to do a whole bunch of adjustments because I was a little too loud. I just realized I still have my sunglasses in here, so I'm gonna put these over here so I don't actually crush them. These are cool sunglasses too. Hold on. Yeah, I just got back from California. That's a thing. I think I'm gonna take these off. I figured, hey, maybe I'll wear those the entire video, but I can't really see. But yes, I just got back from California, which you would know if you follow me on Instagram, because I posted a bunch of pictures and I was like, maybe I'll do a vlog. I didn't feel really bad about that. But we were all busy with family and like the festivities and all that stuff. I was there for my cousin's wedding, which was absolutely gorgeous. Thank you for asking. If you asked, I just like to assume that you're good people. We were in this beautiful courtyard of a really expensive hotel, which we didn't stay in because we're poor. But it was beautiful. There was a giant fig tree in the center of, I freaked out the camera there. And the cool thing is, my family is Catholic, and the woman he was marrying is from a Hindu family. And David, my cousin, his father is Jewish. So what they did is they combined all three of those traditions. What is happening? Hold on. What are you staring at, Tess? Nope. Okay. So there really is no one there. I keep thinking that somebody's home because I hear this over there, and it's usually the screen door. I keep getting off topic. Okay, here we go. What I wanted to talk about, because I love weddings, two people coming together to live in harmony with one another for the rest of eternity, or at least, you know, until death do they part. The one thing I don't like about weddings, photos. I don't look bad in photos, but there's a problem when you're all lined up and actually posing for a photo. They ask you to smile. Smiling is easy. I do it all the time. It's not just any smile. Give us a natural smile. How am I supposed to give a natural smile on command? Those two ideas are very conflicting. Because when you're actively trying to do something, it's no longer natural. It is a manufactured expression. And so I smile like this. That's a good smile. It's a charming smile. I like it. But they're like, smile with your teeth. And I'm like, and they're like, no, don't do that. It's like, that's how I smile with my teeth. I don't know what to tell you. Which is why I smile with my lips closed. Because it is a smile and it looks good and it's not like really awkward. But the smile is not the major thing that I don't like about wedding photos. The major thing I don't like is the number of photos. Thankfully, this ceremony didn't have a ton of wedding photos. It just kind of had the different families all like lined up with the bride and groom. But the last wedding I went to before that, we were all standing in line right next to each other, smiling for roughly like 20 minutes. And that's being generous. We might have been there for like an hour. It's absolutely preposterous. When you ask me to smile naturally, and then you tell me to smile with my teeth, and you tell me to hold that smile for like 3 hours, that's not gonna go well. Especially since in my mind, by the end of it, I'm like, oh God, I don't want to smile anymore. All the happiness has been drained out of my body. I'm standing here for so long. I can't sit still, guys. I can't sit still for a very, 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 very long time. Especially when I can't do anything. I'm literally standing there doing nothing with a fake ass smile on my face. And everybody looks at the wedding photos and like, oh, it looks great. I'm like, no, I look like a freaking insane person. Like, I got the open tooth smile and the wide eyes like, eh. It doesn't look good, but thankfully it gets lost in the sea of other faces. So I'm at 11 and a 40. Good. Oh, I see what you're doing. So I figured out what that banging was. Tess was at the windowsill, and I couldn't see what was outside. It was our other cat. Because we have two cats, and I'm not sure if I had to have mentioned that in another video. We have two cats. One lives outside because she was a freaking psychopath inside. And then we have Tess, who is inside, and apparently Tess was trying to attack Wendy through the window. They don't have the smoothest of relationships, considering that they lived in the same house for a while, and Wendy became kind of a bully. It's not really Wendy's fault. We had another cat that was basically Satan incarnate, which was a bad influence on Wendy. So I'm going to move on to the dinosaur of the day. I don't know why I did that so dramatically. Ah, here we go. Oh, good Lord. Get ready for a gag reel, guys. Daspletosaurus, otherwise known as frightful reptile. I'm just gonna show you here because the last time I put the book really close to the camera, and that's what caused technical difficulties. So here we go. Saurischia, Theropoda, and Carnosauria. A close relative to Tyrannosaurus, Daspletosaurus was much smaller, but seems to have been a remarkably powerful meat eater. It ate the meat very powerfully. With a proportionately larger skull, a shorter, deeper jaw with large teeth, and larger forelimbs than other carnosaurs. It lived side by side with, but was far less common than the Carnosaur Albertosaurus. We all know Albertosaurus. We actually talked about Albertosaurus, which most likely feasted on abundant and vulnerable local duckbills, prehistoric duck dinosaurs. Daspletosaurus's chief prey may have been the well-armed and comparatively uncommon Ankylosaurus, like the one pictured here, that shared its ecosystem. Well, there it is. How do you eat that? I guess you gotta like flip it over, but those are a lot of spikes. Physically, it's 30 feet long and 4 tons. Muscular tail, strong hind limbs, 3-toed hind feet, comparatively small forelimbs with 2 clawed fingers. It had a huge head and a neck that's short and flexible. Teeth among the largest of those of any predatory dinosaur. And the geologic age is the late Cretaceous. Well, that was quite the adventure of me screwing up, and I'll show you some of that post-video gag reel. Thanks for tuning in. If you'd like to subscribe, you are more than welcome to do so. There is a link to my channel in the description as always. And now I'm gonna go upstairs and record some nice, relaxing Resident Evil 7. Once again, thanks for tuning in. Goodbye. Oh, yay! Ha! There's probably this weird like shift of my eyes when I'm looking at the camera and the screen. Because when you're actively, it's just, at least, you know, at least when it's, I love, but when I'm by myself, I generally, and I don't generally, but when I'm watching, God, I'm gonna have to do a gag reel after this. I don't generally, was my face red after I thought that you didn't really see, because I screwed up, but it's the, and it might look great, except, now, so simply thinking about something that's fun. This wedding didn't have a ton of wedding photos. So there weren't tons of photos, but we were all, stop going to sleep, computer. Especially when I'm literally, and everybody, like I've got the open teeth. It just doesn't look good, but thankfully, the dinosaur. Okay. Good lord, there he is. Pretty sure it's these T-Rex looking dudes, cause you see the skeleton right there. So anyway, these are getting much. Oh no, camera! Come on, freaking focus! Can't. Oh my God, Jesus Christ! Had some technical difficulties. Had some technical difficulties. So now we're getting back to where we were, or otherwise, nope. Oh God, I can't. You know what? Seems to have been remarkably Daspletosaurus was a much smaller, but was a and longer forelimbs than other connoisseurs, and longer forelimbs than other connoisseurs. God, this is gonna be perfect. And larger forelimbs than other slightly longer. Head huge. Oh, who wrote this? Were among the largest of those of any predatory dinosaur. Its teeth were among the largest of any of Kabalu. You are more than welcome to Duto. Go, good lord. If you'd like to subscribe. And I'm pretty sure there was another thing. But I couldn't find the channel link and the, and now I need to move on to some, once again, thanks for tuning in.